Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Here's Herron back to work as his first pitch is swung on and missed for the first strike.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
And a big swing by Howard, but he didn't get it, and it's 0-2.
So far, he's the only guy that struck out for these guys. He's in danger of making it 2 now.
Now the pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
And they took him right up the elevator shaft on these 3 pitches. And you could chart where they are. First one low, second one about belt high, and then the third one up around the letters. 3 different locations, each yielding the same result.
Carlos Ruiz will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. And they go away from him, but he's right on it as this ball slapped out into right field for a base hit.
Well, it's really surprising that a pitcher of his caliber can get knocked around the yard the way he's been so far. I mean, there's the evidence right there in black and white. And you might want to take a picture of that, everybody, because that's not a pitching line you're going to see from him very often.
David McDermott will try things again. He hit that 2-run homer his first time. Now a swing and a high pop out that looks to be headed beyond the pitcher's mound. And here's Davis to tuck it in, and there are 2 gone now.
Here's that swing again. This is in show motion, and you'll see that that's a few inches above the thumbs. You'll be feeling that one all night long.
Now a hard hit ball, but taken in out there at short by Tejada. Needed just a little more height on that one, but instead the inning is over. Michael Morse will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th. And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Yeah, I don't think this is a guy you want to mess with here. He can hurt you in more ways than one.
And he goes the other way with the fastball as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. He'll put it away without much trouble, and the leadoff man is retired here in the 4th.
Yeah, doesn't look like much has changed here to start this inning either. That's 8 in a row now he's set down.
So the leadoff man retired now for David Wright. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. Howard is there as he tucks this one away, and you always like to set down a guy like Wright on one pitch. Ike Davis will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball 1.
You got to make sure if you come inside, you come way inside. You leave it out a bit, he's liable to hit that thing in the second deck.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 2 now. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Down in order go the Mets. They still find themselves down 6-zip. Mike Adams will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth. First offering on the way. Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. Throw by Tejada, and that's out number 1.
Yeah, and I don't know what he's doing going down the line. I mean, I love hustle as much as the next guy, but right there, that's an invitation to the 60-day DL. I hope he knows a good shoulder surgeon because he's going to need one if he keeps that up.
Michael Young will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. And that swung on and fouled straight back. And, oh, look out as the cutter ran way in and just about drilled him.
Jeez, finally. That's the first ball they've taken all night. About time, boys.
6 runs, 8 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Now here's a swing and another chance out there at shortstop. On to first, and Young is retired here, 2 away.
Well, that's a nice job right there to readjust to that curveball. I don't know if he was sitting on it or what, but he certainly hit it hard. Unfortunately for him, right at someone.
Dominic Brown will step in, 1 for 2 in the ballgame. And this is fouled back and out of play. Now a swing and he pops it foul behind the plate. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here's a swing and a ground ball. On to first with it himself is Davis, and the inning is over. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We played 4 full. It's the Phillies 6 and the Mets nothing. Lucas Duda will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th. And a high strike there, 0-1. Pitch on the way. Sticks with the fastball here as he forges ahead 0-2. And he goes with the 0-2 here as this is on the ground to third. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just 1 lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. John Buck comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0 pitch now. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. Fouled back. One out, nobody on. Curveball just about rung him up, but it's to 2-2. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. Now a ball hit high in the air and deep down the line in left. And what's the call? It's a home run. And now hold on just a second here. You can see the four umpires gathering near third. And it would appear that they're going to discuss whether this in fact stayed inside the foul pole. And I would guess that after all the discussion, they're going to go inside and have a look at the video replay. And that is indeed what they'll do, as we'll take a look and let you decide for yourself. All right, the review looks like it's over. Was there indisputable video evidence? Yes, it's a foul ball after all. So take the home run off the board, and there's an instance where the video review got it right. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the fifth. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the fifth as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And as you can see there, they're currently tied for the top spot in the NL in that category. Kirk Nieuwenhuis will try it again, set down on strikes his first time. That's out to left. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He sure does. It's a baker's dozen. 13 in a row he's set down now, and the side is retired. 5 innings have been no problem as he's got the shutout working. Last half of the fifth coming up. Phillies on top, 6-0. Carlos Torres is going to take over here in inning number 5 as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, and Chase Utley getting set to start things out here in the Phillies half of the inning. First pitch here is softly hit to the left side. Throw by right is in time for out number 1. Mike Hunt will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game. And he committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
You want to talk about a live arm? This guy's got one all right.
Here's the pitch. Right at third. And the catch out there made by Wright for out number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And digging in, slugging first baseman Ryan Howard. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Fouled back. foul tip, held onto behind the plate. It's strike 2.
And this is part of the reason why he's staring a hat trick right in the face. He just hasn't been able to recognize these pitches that are well out of the zone.
Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game. Nothing across here this half. 5 innings complete. It's the Phillies 6 and the Mets nothing. Jordany Valdespin will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Slurve swung on and missed there. It's 1-1.
And he's just running right through these guys. Absolutely worn them down.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
And we all know that this guy doesn't really have the velocity to get it past a whole lot of major league hitters. So he's got to rely on that location, in and out, up and down, and that was perfect right there.
Now here it comes. And he takes strike 3 called, and that didn't go according to plan as the pinch hitter is set down for the first out. Daniel Murphy will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. In there, 0-1. On a good curveball. Came back to catch the strike zone there, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee-high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
And he can't put him away on 0-2 as this is lined back into center field for a base hit. Ruben Tejada will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Big hole on the right side. Here's the first pitch. And that's in there for strike 1. Fouled straight back. And this is going to be a foul ball in amongst the spectators. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
And 2-2. Swinging a ground ball towards the middle, and this is past a diving Utley at second, a base hit. Throw comes back in quickly, so put the runners at first and second now, still with only 1 away.
And even with our score where it is, I mean, this game is not over. You know, if they can chip away, maybe get a run or two here, they can get right back in this ball game before you know it.
Michael Morse will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. On his way to the mound now is Philly skipper Charlie Manuel. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. He'll wind up lasting just 1 out into the 6th inning, but he'll leave with the lead and was effective in this one. Tyler Cloyd will come on and try to get out of this mess here as there are 2 on with only 1 away. Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Line down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side. And a diving effort there at third. Good way to bruise your ribs. How much for one of them ribs? It's a foul ball. Got him.
Boy, this has been a real nice series for him so far. That's 6 strikeouts right now in this series alone. Man, that's a rough weekend at the ballpark.
David Wright will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far. Here's the first offering. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. And he's safe. Ike Davis will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Now the first pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Comes set. Now the pitch. And this ball's hit pretty well. High and deep to straightaway left. Brown has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. Mets leave them loaded. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Bobby Parnell will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. Carlos Ruiz will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the 6th. Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. And here's one that misses to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 6 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. In the air to right center. Therefore it is Duda, and he's got it 1 away. David McDermott will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. fly ball. This one's heading out to center field. There to take it now is Neuenhuis, and there are 2 away now.
As a manager, you love your relievers to come in and give you plenty of strikeouts. But I'll tell you what, there isn't a manager alive that'll get upset when you come in and get 2 outs on 3 pitches.
Joe Mather will dig in now. 1 for 2 to this point. The fastball up there, mistaken location, and he is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall, a home run. A solo shot for Joe Mather. Home run number 42 on the season as this lead swells to 7-0.
And sometimes as a pitcher out there, you have to challenge guys up in the strike zone. The only thing is, it just can't be out over the middle of the plate. Here he got the fastball up all right, but he didn't get it in. So he extends his arms out there and he hits this ball a long, long way.
Tyler Floyd will come on as he's newly into the ballgame, getting his first plate appearance now here in the 6th. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. In there, a base hit.
How about that swing? That wasn't just a little bleeder off the end of his bat. He swung that bat like he knew what he was doing up there.
Jimmy Rollins will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 11, Jimmy.
Runner goes for second. Pitch inside the throw, and he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. But the Phils tack on 1 more on this solo home run. The 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up to start the 7th. It's now 7-0. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. It's on to the 7th inning now with the Phillies out in front, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Juan Cruz will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Lucas Duda will dig in for the 3rd time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. And this one will be foul back in among the fans. Swinging a soft liner towards first. And the big fella just takes it to the bag himself for the first out. John Buck will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Bases are empty, one man out. And there's a swing and a miss, and Buck gets behind 0-2 now. A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up, and I mean way up there on the left side of the infield. And there to handle it is Young for route number 2.
And that's telling of how they've swung the bat. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
Kirk Neuenhuis will step in now, 0 for 2 to this point. And a good fastball from Cruz. It's 0-1. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1.
Yeah, and you know what? You've got a better matchup on deck here with 2 outs. So on 3-1 now, they may not take any chances with this guy.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line fouled off to the left and a few rows back. And they take something off, but this one stays high, and it's ball 4. Colin Cowgill will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. First pitch coming. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. Two and 0 now. There's a strike. It's 2-1. From the belt, the pitch. And this gets right past Ruiz to the backstop. And costly as the runner will move into scoring position now.
Well, here's another look at this on Show Track. And actually, this pitch might not even show up on the graphic. That's how far away from the plate it was. And this will let that base runner take a nice little stroll up to second base.
And he lays off, ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done. Daniel Murphy will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Kyle Kendrick will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Ball hit high to the right side, but this will get into the seats, foul. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Not fooled on the changeup there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. Mather retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. Manny Parra will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Michael Young will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th. First pitch of the inning here is wrapped right back from where it came, and that'll get into center field for a leadoff single.
I tell you, when you're on a hot streak like this guy's been on, everything you touch turns to gold. I mean, this is not a particularly great swing. It's not hit hard at all, but sure enough, it finds a hole, and at average, it'll climb a few more points.
Dominic Brown will step in, a ground-out victim his last time. Hard hit back up the middle, and that'll get by into center field for a base hit. Throw comes back in quickly, so they're at first and second now with nobody out. Chase Utley will stride in, grounded out his last time through. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. None out, runners at first and second. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will get foul for strike 2. And they'll try to get Utley to chase, but he holds off. It's 1-2.
That's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. I mean, that couldn't have been an easy take.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. Mike Hunt will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. And he starts him out with a splitter for a called strike. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Tejada for one. On to Davis at first. It's a double play, and the side is retired. Phillies strand one, and they hold a 7-0 lead. Ruben Tejada will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
Ruben Tejada.
Now a ball lined toward right center. And Tejada has himself a base hit. He'll take the turn and head for second. He'll get it into second. And this will wind up a closer play than I thought, but he's in there with 2 bases.
And after going hitless in last night's ball game, he's turned things around here. That's his 2nd hit of the ball game, and he's in at second base with a well-hit double.
Michael Morse will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. And he lays off there 1-0. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. Cutter misses, and it's 3-1. Check that 2-1. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1. Called strike, and that'll run it full.
And that may have been the last pitch in the at-bat that he could do something with. You're not going to get anything better than that.
No one out with a runner at second. Looked like a sinker there, but he got under it anyway. This is lifted out to left. Brown comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Our line score to this point tells the story. You see the Phillies leading this one at home here at Citizens Bank Park as we draw nearer to the end. David Wright will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Inside corner, called as strike 1 and 2. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Now a changeup is bounced to second. Throw to first is in time to take care of Wright, and that's the second out.
That's just a textbook case right here. By not advancing the runner on that previous at-bat, That would have been a run. Instead, now you've got 2 outs and a runner only at third.
Ike Davis will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Don't let him score here, all right?
They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one.
He's probably not going to throw too many first-pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Swing and a liner toward right center. And he is going to reach. It's a base hit.
So smart here at the plate. You can see he's not trying to hit the ball out of the park. But there are times for that, but here he's got a guy out there on third, so this is just a short, compact swing. Just looking to get that run home. He's able to get the job done.
Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. He creeps closer now. His 71st on the season, as it's now a 7-3 game.
Well, these guys were a little bit late to the party, but now their bats have woken up, and they've made a game of it after all. You wonder where all this offense was earlier in the ballgame.
John Buck will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. Antonio Bastardo will enter the ball game out of the pen as he'll look to get the final out here in the top of inning number 8. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Now here's the pitch. And he looks at a slider in there. 1-1. Right there at the belt. 1-2 now. Strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's the Phillies 7 and the Mets 3. Ryan Howard will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. Right there for strike 1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. They go away here as he reaches for one and hits it on the ground to third. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Well, that's the kind of year it's been for this guy so far. Even when he gets fooled, he still finds a way to get an infield single out of it.
Carlos Ruiz will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Hit hard, but foul. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to short. Wow, a flip to second for one. Back to Davis at first. It's a double play.
This just has highlight reel written all over it. Look at the dive to get to this thing, and then he doesn't even bother getting up. Just flip it from his belly and get the double play started.
David McDermott will stand in. He homered back in the second inning of this one. Here's a swing and a foul ball. And the pitch. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Now a fastball. Look out as he has to duck out of harm's way there.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
Here's a swing, and oh man! Way out of here! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game as they open it up to 8-3. One more time. He gets a pitch to handle. You've heard that before. And you can add one more home run onto this already impressive number. Joe Mather will get another shot now. 2 for 3 in the game. And here's a swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt, and it's strike one. Now the pitch. And here's a fastball that he takes the other way out to fairly deep right. Duda will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Phillies get one in the frame courtesy of this solo home run. Last chance coming up here for the Metropolitans. It's the Phillies' 8th, and Kirk Neuenhuis will stand in, needing to get things started here in the top of the 9th. Lined hard to center field. And now he has some trouble with it in center. And he'll get in there safely. Andres Cedeno will come off the bench now as he'll pinch hit with the runner at second and nobody out. Jonathan Papelbon will come on here. Not a save situation, but he'll try to close it out nonetheless. And this might advance the runner as it's on the ground to second. Throw over by Utley, one away.
Well, and that's just a really nice job right there. After the leadoff double, I don't care who the next guy is, he has to, at the very least, make a productive out. And that's a good job right there as he gets his man to third, now with just one out.
Daniel Murphy will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Tried to go out of the zone there as he reaches to foul this one off to the left. 0-1. Two straight fastballs now as he powers ahead 0-2.
And now this is where you can be just a little bit more selective as a pitcher. You're looking for the strikeout. You certainly don't have to throw a strike in either of the next two pitches. So you got to see if you can get him to chase.
The 0-2 now from Papelbon. Here's a swing and a chance for Howard over at first. The tag from Ruiz, and he is nailed at the plate.
Well, he's trying to do what he can to get his guys a step closer to tying this thing, but that time he was a little too optimistic. They tag him out easily at home plate.
Ruben Tejada is the last chance now with two out here in the ninth. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Two out with the man at first. From the stretch. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And he gets strike three called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Boy, another night and another victory. How much longer can they keep it up? I mean, this has been incredible to watch.
So a good job of collectively swinging the bats in this one, but if we had to single out one guy who outshined all others, I think it's the man who stands out right here. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs, really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
Final line score tonight. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 8 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 2 men on base. For the Mets, 3 runs on 7 hits. No errors. They left no runners on base. The winning pitcher is Mike Adams. His record is now 14-3. The save to Mike Adams. The loss goes to Danny Aaron, just his 3rd loss of the season. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 28 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Citizens Bank Park, 43,500. The Phillies thank you for attending and remind you to please buckle up and drive home safely.